Hello, my name is Robert Emmett Hernan. I'm the publisher of Irish Environment, an online resource for environmental matters on the island of Ireland. It's an online resource, which means it's available only through the internet, but it's free, there's no charge for it. And it's the form of a magazine, so it's sometimes called an electronic magazine, or abbreviated as an e-zine, or simply you can call it a website. For some people who may not be as familiar with websites as others, we thought we'd take you on a virtual tour of our website today. If you type in the address for the website, which is www.irishenvironment.com or .com, and Irish Environment is all one word and it's all lowercase. That will take you to the home page for the magazine, which functions as a table of contents. And you'll see at the top there's something called the navigation bar, which is that's located on each page, and you can go to one of the other sections of the magazine by merely clicking on that title. It also has the titles down in the main part of the table of contents, and at the top is the logo for the magazine, IE, which is obviously an abbreviation for Irish Environment, but it's also an abbreviation for a Latin phrase meaning id est, which is translated as that is, and it's used in writing when someone says something and they want to clarify it. They'll make the statement and then they'll say that is, or use the abbreviation IE, and then provide a clarification of what they had just said. We hope in a similar way that the Irish Environment resource serves as a clarification for Irish environmental matters. In the first section, news, you click on that and it'll take you to the news page, which has clippings from regional, national, international sources, and we will upload or publish these clips 3 days a week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And there may be times during the year when we'll only publish it once a week, and we'll let you know that that's what we're doing. And after we have 3 days of clips on the home page for the news, we want to add another page. We'll take the oldest page and put it into the archives. And so if you want to look at previous weeks or days news that are not on the main news page, just click on News Archives, and that will take you to all the previous news clips on the magazine. Now you can, again, as I say, go to the articles, which is the next section, by clicking in the navigation menu, but I'm going to take you back to the home page just because we want you to get familiar with that home page, and it does show you all the sections of the magazine at one time. So the articles are simply commentaries on environmental issues, and these will be published in the magazine once a month. The news, as we said, is published 3 days a week. All the other sections of the magazine and the contents in those sections are added once a month, which is why we refer to it as a magazine in format. And we will have typically 1 or 2 articles on each of the months when we load those. The next section is reports. These are simply summaries of agency or organization reports. These reports by the agencies or the organizations tend to be very long and very technical. They can be 50, 100, 200 pages long, and again filled with technical language, but they're important sources of information and data. And so what we're trying to do is provide summaries of those in simpler language, which will hopefully make the reports accessible to a wider audience. And then if you find that the report is of use to you, you can go to the original report where you'll find the full discussion and all the data contained therein. The next section is called IEpedia. This is a play on the word encyclopedia, or what many of you familiar with the website know as Wikipedia. And it is a place where we define environmental terms and we explore them further. And we will add a number of terms each month. We now have 4 in the first issue. And if you click on each of these titles, it'll take you to a page where there'll be about a 1-page description, typewritten page equivalent, description of the term, defining it, giving examples of it, and then there'll be a section called some further ideas to explore on this particular term. This will be in the format of questions for teachers or students or anyone else, that if you have to answer those questions, it will help you to understand better that term. And on each of these pages we'll also at the bottom have resources, typically internet-based resources that will allow you to better understand and explore the term that's been contained within that particular entry on the IEpedia. The next section is simply a podcast which is just the internet term sometimes used for videotaped, and this is of interviews with people who are knowledgeable about environmental matters, both in the island of Ireland and elsewhere. Finally, there's a section called YouTube, and this is a place where we capture some videotapes from the YouTube website and link them to that site for you. And these would be videotapes on environmental topics that would be informative or entertaining, or hopefully they would be both. Also on the home page, there's a little section at the bottom called About IE and Contact IE. Contact IE is simply a place where you can go and send an email to the publisher, me, at publisher@irishenvironment.com. And at About IE, again, we can reach that through the navigation menu at the top. Provides written description of pretty much what I'm telling you today. That is what we do in each part of the magazine. But it also has a couple other explanations. Something called RSS, which stands for Really Simple Syndication. I don't know why it is, but that's what it stands for. That's simply a way for you to let us know that you want to be told when something new is added to a particular section of the magazine. At the bottom of these pages, if there's an RSS button, you can push that button and it will allow you to enter on the top, and different servers and different computers may have different formats, but basically it will just ask you where do you want this notice to come to you, in your email or elsewhere on your computer. And you click in where on the folder you want that to go, and then after you click that, you subscribe to it. Although it uses the word subscribe, there's no charge for this. It's really a simple way of you telling us you want to be notified when something new is added to, for instance, the articles page, and as soon as something is added, it automatically sends you an email or notice that there's in fact something new added to that. Also on About IE, there is some further information about submissions. We see the magazine as a collaborative effort, and we hope and encourage you to submit proposals for articles, entries for IEpedia, or doing summaries of reports for all of us. And send us a proposal with what you would like to do and what you'd like to do it on, and just give us a sense of who you are and what your background is. And we will consider those, and hopefully we'll have many of you writing into us and contributing to the magazine. If you're interested in advertising, please contact me through the website. This is an evolving process, the magazine. So we will be adding different components and sections as we go along. We certainly want to add something, a list of events and programs to let you know what's going along around the island. We want to provide some way of publicizing school projects, particularly in the secondary schools and in colleges, which address environmental topics. And we'll ask people to write into us and propose or tell us about the topics they're doing and the projects they're doing. And we will hopefully be able to publicize those. And besides the RSS, which is a way of us notifying you there's something new in a particular section of the magazine, we also plan on adding a search function in the magazine. So if, for instance, you go to the reports section, you can type in a word that you want to look and see if it's in any of the reports. And again, these reports will grow as we go along. And maybe if there's 10, 20 reports, you want to search for what's in, if a particular word is found in any of those reports, then you can do that. And again, we hope to add those as soon as we can. So we hope that the virtual tour of the magazine has been some help, and we do seriously encourage you to make a submission to us for any articles or reports or IEpedia entries, and we'd be glad to have you join us in this effort, and we hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much. Hello, my name is Robert Emmett Hernan. I'm the publisher of Irish Environment, an online resource for environmental matters on the island of Ireland. It's an online resource, which means it's available only through the internet, but it's free, there's no charge for it. And it's the form of a magazine, so it's sometimes called an electronic magazine, or abbreviated as an e-zine.